Hi everyone, so today we will unbox and review, do some testing of this pistol trigger set, um, 2-in-1 by Floating Section System. So it says here it's suitable for GoPro and similar mounting systems. So if you will see the connector there, that should be familiar to all of you action camera users. So let's take a look at the box. So it says here, so pistol trigger set, floating grip, and camera trigger. So the floating grip touch is nice. So at least even if you drop it in the pool or in the beach, you can easily find your action camera and you won't easily lose it. So use your GoPro with pistol trigger, floating grip, 2-in-1. There you go. So what does it include? Section grip, pistol trigger, static head, quick screw, screw wrench, adjustable wrist strap. And it also says, okay, so it's a GoPro attachment for familiar, weather resistant, underwater action, tripod screw mount. So looking at the back of the box, so pistol trigger plus section grip plus static head. Okay, so use the section pistol trigger set for all your water or wave filming photography. Get the perfect shot using only one hand, only with the pistol trigger, or easily transform it into a floating grip when you need it. So that's a nice touch. So the grip has a screwable end cap, so you can change the buoyancy for scuba diving, or you can even use it as a secret and dry compartment. So you can store money inside in the cylinder. So we're gonna take a look. So it's compatible with most, if not all, monopods. All right, so let's see what's inside. So here we go. First up is the wrist strap. This is the grip, the cylinder grip. So this is the floating cylinder grip. This at the bottom should open. There you go. And you see it's empty inside, so it adds it provides for the buoyancy, and you can store small items like a few bills so that you're never out of money. Okay, and on top is the standard screw for cameras, and this is the trigger set. And then you will see the connector and the screw. Okay, so let's try to, I have not used something like this ever, so let's try to figure it out. Okay, so I got it right. There you go. Okay, so I took out my action camera for me to understand this better. So I have here my trusty SJCAM SJ6 Legend. So ideally you put this here. You see the connector there. It should fit in this space right here. There you go. And then put the screws. Put the screw. Comes with a screw, so might as well use it. Okay, so there you go. It's a great fit. Take a look at that. It's a great fit, and look at the trigger. Okay, it's directly on top of the shutter button, so that when you press it, when you pull the trigger, it'll press the trigger button like that. Okay, so let's try if it'll work. Okay, let me just turn this on. There you go. SJCAM's turning on. So by default it's on video mode. Let me switch to photo mode. There. So let me pull the trigger, see what happens. There you go. I'm not sure if you heard the sound, it's very faint. I'll pull the trigger and be as quiet as possible and do it again. There you go. So it's very nice. So I was able to take the pictures. There. I'm getting the hang of it actually. So press it again to video mode. I'm going to pull the trigger and see if it'll record video. There, it's recording. So I pull the trigger and you can see on the indicator there that my camera is already recording. Okay, and if I want to put a stop to it, pull the trigger again. There you go. This is great. This is great for beach lovers, you know, and if you don't prefer a monopod, or if you have an action camera without a remote shutter, this SJCAM SJ6 Legend, just like the M20, it has a remote control shutter, so I don't really need a trigger because I have a remote shutter on the monopod. But for those action cameras without a remote, or if you simply don't have a remote for your action camera, so I'm talking about SJ4000, SJ5000, 5000 Elite X, or whatever, so they don't have a remote shutter, this will be great for your video shooting needs. It's great. I really like it. So take a look. Let me press again. See, it's recording. Oh no, there, it's recording. My first press just turned on, woke up the camera from sleep. Now it's recording. And now let me press it again to turn it off. There you go. I love it. Let me switch again to photo mode so that you can hear the sound when I press it. There. Perfect. So again, this is a must-buy for beach lovers, and it comes with this wrist strap so you won't lose it. And this one is a floating grip, so you can store small items inside, your necklace, your money. And it works with most action cameras, I believe, of this form factor. So definitely it's not going to work with the M20 because the shape is different. But for action cameras in this form factor, so I'm talking about most of them, Xiaomi, SJ4000, SJ5000, SJ6000, SJ6 series, and all GoPro Hero action cameras, it should work with this one. So now that I finally figured out how to make this work, let me take it out first. And let's talk about the build quality of this grip. So let's take a look at the material. So the plastic Looks really premium. So it doesn't look cheap at all. Look at the finish there. There you go. See? It's very inexpensive and great finish. Very sturdy, doesn't look tacky, doesn't look like it's going to break anytime soon. And where can you get this? You can get this from Game Tech Extreme in Facebook. So find them at GTXPH in Facebook. So if you don't, it's a multi-purpose because it has a detachable grip. So if you don't want that trigger, what you can do is, for cameras like the Xiaomi Yi and this one, the SJ6 Legend, it has a screw mount already, screw port, or what do you call that, screw hole already built in on the camera, and you can use it like this. So if you just want a monopod, this is great. So Xiaomi, so take a look at that. So Xiaomi Yi also has that screw hole. You can directly put it in. But for the other SJCAMs, I've had the SJ4000 and the SJM20. You can just use the adapter. That's the one with the belt clip. Just remove the belt clip so that you will have this screw hole available, and then you can use this as a monopod. So it's a 2-in-1. It's a trigger set, a monopod, and it's a floating grip actually. And it's not just 2-in-1, 3-in-1. So this is a floating grip already. But of course, you're not going to use it like this in water because you'll need the waterproof case. So all in all, great build quality, great value, a multi-purpose pistol trigger set, and you can get this from Game Tech Extreme PH. Find them on Facebook at GTXPH. This is great, guys. So if you're an action camera lover, you definitely need to get one. You'll be surprised. It's very inexpensive and the build quality is awesome. Okay, so thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.